strode by, looking annoyed. "Come on, out with it," she snapped several minutes later. "I've got things to do." A thick brown envelope wormed its way through a crack in the green painted paneling next to the fireplace. Once it had worked itself free, it shot across the keeping room and landed face up in my lap. Diana was scrawled on the front in blue ballpoint ink. My mother's small feminine handwriting was recognizable from permission slips and birthday cards. "It's from Mom." I looked at Sarah, amazed. "What is it?" She was equally startled. "I have no idea." Inside were a smaller envelope and something carefully wrapped in layers of tissue paper. The envelope was pale green with a darker green border around the edges. My father had helped me pick it out for my mother's birthday. It had a cluster of white and green lily-of-the-valley raised up slightly on the corner of each page. My eyes filled with tears. "Do you want to be alone?" Matthew asked quietly, already on his feet. "Stay, please." Shaking, I tore the envelope open and unfolded the papers inside. The date underneath the lily-of-the-valley, August 13th, 1983, caught my eye immediately. My 7th birthday. It had fallen only days before my parents left for Nigeria. I galloped through the first page of my mother's letter. The sheet fell from my fingers, drifted onto the floor, and came to a rest at my feet. M's fear was palpable. "Diana, what is it?" Without answering, I tucked the rest of the letter next to my thigh and picked up the brown envelope the house had been hiding from my mother. Pulling at the tissue paper, I wriggled a flat, rectangular object into the open. It was heavier than it should be, and it tingled with power. I recognized that power, and had felt it before. Matthew heard my blood begin to sing. He came to stand behind me, his hands resting lightly on my shoulders. I unfolded the wrappings. On top, blocking Matthew's view and separated by still more tissue from what lay beneath, was a piece of ordinary white paper, the edges brown with age. There were 3 lines written on it in spidery script. "It begins with absence and desire," I whispered around the tightness in my throat. "It begins with blood and fear. It begins with the discovery of witches," Matthew finished.